Kadosh, Boker Or, Masechet Nedarim Daf Amud Aleph 86a1. Says the Gemara, Amar Rabbi Ila. Says Rabbi Ila, Uma ilu ha'omer lechavro. If somebody would come and tell his friend, that this field that I'm going to sell to you, when I'm going to buy it back from you, Tikadesh, it's going to become Ekdesh. Milo Kacha, it will not become Ekdesh. Obviously, yes. Okay, so therefore the Gemara is coming and saying, obviously it's going to be Chal, so therefore the same thing, since it's going to be Biadol Akdisha from now, you can already make it Hekdesh from now, it's going to be Chal and it's going to become prohibited. Says the Gemara, Matkifla Rabbi Yirmiyah comes and he asks the following question, Midami, can you compare both cases? He says, Sadeh zo shani mochel lecha. When a person comes and he says that I'm going to sell you a field, Hashta, right now, Bidehi, it's in your hands. Isha biyadala dish masiyadeh, but a woman, does she have the power of consecrating whatever she makes? Meaning like this, you have a field. I'm going to sell it to you. Yeah, and then I'm going to buy it back from you. Right now, before I sell it to you, can I make it a dish? Yes. Why? I didn't sell it to you yet. I want to sell it to you. So it's in my hands. It's in my power to consecrate it. But a woman, yeah, right now, she's subjugated to me to give me the money, right? To work for me, right? What's going to happen in this case? Can she consecrate her whatever she makes? Obviously not. So he says, "Ha lo dami lo lomer chavro sadezu shemacharti lecha shekagam mimcha tikadesh mikacha." Sorry, thank you. This is going to be compared to the case where I already sold it to you, and if I already sold it to you, does it help now to come and to say that when I buy it back, it's going to become ekdesh? I cannot make it ekdesh now. So since I already sold it to you, I cannot make it ekdesh now. You're right. When I buy it back, then I can make it ekdesh. But right now, do I have the power? Obviously not. So same thing. So Matkifla Rav Papa comes and he says, and he asks, and are they compared to each other? Kabezvina, to do with sale, Sika Mintaihu. It's already ascertained who is the owner. Kabeisha, to do with a woman, Sika Minta, he says what? It's already decided, right? The kilu that we already know. Halodami lumecha v'rosadezu shemishkanti lecha. This is compared to a case that a person comes and he says that the field that I came and I gave it to you like as a mashkon, when I'm going to redeem it again, then it's going to be kamekdesh. Milo kacha, is it not going to be a kesh? Which means just like over there, you could be magdish it from now when you're going to redeem it, because at the end of the day, the body is yours. There's only just like a lien on this property. So therefore, the same thing, it's like that. Imagine right now, I owe you money. So what do? I give you a pikadon. What's a pikadon? A deposit. I come and I say, you know what? When I'm going to redeem the deposit from you, right, it's going to become ekdesh. Does that work? Of course it does. Why? It does. Because the body of the object is mine. There's only a lien on it. You have a lien, right? That means it's a lien to you, that I owe it to you. So, but it's not yours. It's mine. So I'm allowed to do it. So the same thing.
It's a collateral.
Collateral, sorry. Okay, collateral.
Yeah? No.
So Matki Rav Shisha Bered Ravidi. Yeah? So asks Rav Shisha Bered Ravidi, and they come and they say as follows: Midami, can you compare both cases to do with a field which is going to be with a collateral? Sadeh biyado liftoto, you could always redeem it whenever that you want. Isha biyada litkaresh, but could a woman get divorced? In the case of the field, what was the case? I came, I gave it to you as a collateral. Can I redeem it whenever I want? Yes. Here in the case of the woman, we're trying to say, one second, who owns the body of the woman? She herself. You don't own her body. There's a lien. The lien is that she comes and she's obligated, she's subjugated to come and to work for you. But the body, who owns it? She herself. So it says, yeah, but one second. Can she divorce herself? She cannot divorce. The husband is the one that can divorce. So it's not the same to feel like the field, which is going to be mushkan, which is going to be with a collateral. So Matki Flar of Shisha, Bered Ravidi. So comes of Shisha Bered Ravidi, and he says, Midami, can you come and you compare both cases? Sadeh biyado liftoto. The field, it's in your hand to redeem it. Isha biyada litkaresh. Halo dami elamecha. That's compared to a case where a person comes and he tells his friend, Sadeh zu shemishkanti lecha le'eser shanim. This field that I came and I gave it to you as a collateral for 10 years, right? When I'm going to redeem it, it's going to become tikadesh. It's going to become holy. It's going to become consecrated, right? Milo kacha, is it not going to become consecrated? For sure it is. right? Why? Because you cannot come and learn it from such a case, because there it's going to be a fixed time, right? So therefore he comes and he says it's a fixed time. So Matki Rashi comes and he says, comparable cases, Hatam Kitz, Ishamit Likitzuta. There you have a fixed time. What's a fixed time? Right? 10 years. You have a 10-year time frame, right? Where it's going to become, it's going to be fixed or not fixed. Here, you don't have that. You don't have that whatsoever. Right? A woman does not have an expiry date. Right? You heard me. A woman does not have an expiry date. So therefore, right, since you do not have an expiry date, right, it doesn't work. So Pevava Mubet, he comes and he says as follows. So Pevava Mubet, it says 86b, Ela Maravashi, but rather Ravashi comes and he says, Kunamot. We're talking about a kunam, the Kidushat Aguf Tami, that it's considered like Kidushat Aguf. And like Rava, Rava comes and he says, Ekdesh Chametz V'Shichrur Mafkiin Midei Shibud. Somebody that comes and he makes his shor, or his chametz, or his eved, right? So he's got his ox, his chametz, or his eved, and a putiki, which means he comes and he designates them that they could collect the debt from them. Okay, that means if he doesn't pay it back, they could come and they could collect from the slave. They could come and they collect from his chametz. They could come and they collect from his shor. And then he comes and he consecrates the shor to a korban. Or it comes out of Pesach. Now it becomes asur bana. Or he comes and he's going to be mishachrer et avdo, right? He frees the slave. The ekdesh is going to be chal, right, on the shore, and the isur on the chametz, and the shichrur ala evet, okay? And therefore, he cannot actually come and collect it. So you see from here that even though Shmuel holds that a person cannot be magdish, right, a person cannot be magdish, tavar shelo ba'olam, still Rabbi Yochanan ben Nuri comes and he says, if it was prohibited, mekunam, so therefore the husband has to come and he has to annul it. Why? Because that the neder is going to be chal, it's going to be mafkia shibudo. So says the Gemara Yachiv, so lama li shema yigarashena. Why do we need that? We just said now that the husband could come and he could divorce it, right? Because he comes and he says shema yigarashena. Maybe you're going to divorce, right? So he says the Gemara, you're right. Tani ve'od shema yigarashena. It's another reason, meaning that really maybe he's going to divorce her, and the fact that if he's going to divorce her, so then what's going to happen is that maybe afterwards what's going to happen is that he's going to need to do the hafarat nedarim from now, in order that after the divorce she's going to be on a clean slate. Okay, fine. Mishnah on Pevav Amud Bet. Nadra ishto v'savur shenadra bito. Imagine a person's wife made a neder, and when he heard about it, he thought it was his daughter. Okay, and therefore he did the hafarat nedarim, or the kiyum neder, because he thought it was his daughter, not because of his wife. Or the opposite. Nadra bito v'savur shenadra ishto. It was the daughter that did it, and he thought it was the wife. Nadra ben Azir, they went to the wife or the daughter said that they were going to become a Nazir or Nazira, and all of a sudden he thought it was just stam to bring a korban or not. So he did the afara or the kiyum accordingly. Nadra be korban, or the opposite way. They made a neder to do with the korban, and really it was to do with the Nazirut. Nadra mi te'anim, v'tzavush she made a neder on te'anim, and then she thought it was really of anavim. Right? Or the opposite. Okay? In such a case, you have to do again the afara or the hakama, because since it was a mistake, it's nothing. One more time. Since it was a mistake, it's klum. Why was a mistake from the beginning? Okay? With that, we finish the Mishnah.